Good evening. This is Mario with MarioThinkPlanner.com, and today's subject is 5 successful MLM tips. Now, what I want to do on this is we talked about the other day and we discussed that you have to have proper mindset. So this is going to be because a lot of people ask me, how can I be successful in my business? So here it is. Number one, you got to be coachable. In most MLM businesses or in any business, you got to be coachable. That means, especially in MLM, because I came out of the real estate investment and mortgage industry. I was very successful in that industry. But when it came into MLM and internet marketing, I wasn't. So I wanted to listen to people who were being successful. I wanted to join them. That was one of my criteria to join them. And I wanted to be mentored by them. So if you can invest in it, I even invested in them to coach me. What I find amazing is they tell you what to do. They're going to, by doing that, they're saving you time, which you can never get back. They're saving you money, which you can make up. And they're saving you on the learning curve, which means it helps you with the frustrations and the opportunity or the potential of giving up and throwing in the towel and quitting. Number two, develop your dreams, your goals, and your objectives. That's very important. Now, we can debate about this, but I can tell you from personal experience and from reading that if you write it down, not only have it up here, but actually write it down. You want to write down your dreams. You want to write down your goals and your objectives for your week, for your month, for the 3 months, 6 months, 90-day game plan. I love the 90-day game plan personally. That way it's manageable and achievable. So again, you write it down. Trust me on this, if you write it down. I even sometimes write it down every day just to remind myself at night. Now, the third one component is the one that makes me laugh. Work. Yes, work. It's not a push button thing where you just invest a little bit of money and all of a sudden you're making 10,000 in the first month. What amazes me is people have no qualms about working 9 to 5 on a dead-end job that just like their boss, that they can't spend quality time with their children and their loved ones and spouse, but the bellyache that they have to work from 2 to 5 years to have a lifestyle that most people dream about. Again, if in 90 days you make 10,000 a month, why would you quit? I would just continue doing it until I succeeded. Number four, be consistently persistent. That one is important because, again, when I talk to somebody, I'm in the health and wellness industry. It's a passion of mine because, again, for my personal, I had, injured myself during the Sandy storm, and I also had almost died a couple times on the operating table because I worked like a dog for umpteen years, 90 hours a week, but I didn't take care and manage my health. So that's a passion of mine. So be consistently persistent. I will talk to people. I have no qualms about it. I believe it's, in fact, for me, it's a obligation to me to tell people how to feel better about themselves, what to do about it. So I will ask everybody and talk to everybody. But again, you don't want to push upon your thing. You want to discuss with them. And I'll give you this analogy. Some people do shaky shakes, some people do vacations and whatever. My question to you is if the person doesn't like anything about vacations, has no desire to do it, why would you push them onto an MLM program like that, right? So again, think, ask questions, get their solutions and their problems, and then offer it to them. The other thing is my personal mentor that I do, I think she's probably was asked 15, 17 times or more before she said yes or something like that. So again, I always ask, but you don't ask every week. What you do is you follow up and you say, hey, 3 months ago when I spoke to you, you wanted this, this, and this. Is that still there? Yes. Oh, good. Are you open now to the opportunity? Boom. Last one, you want to make a million friends. I like this expression. I heard the expression, you make a million friends versus $1 million. Because when you have a million friends, you have a lifetime of clients, people who will use your product and consume it, or you have a bunch of possible business partners. And again, with a business partner, you don't want to go on vacation with them. You don't want to join, probably you don't want to work with them. So let's recap it again. You want to be coachable, number one. You want to develop a game plan and dreams, goals, and objectives that you write down. You want to actually work, WORK, news, flash. You want to be consistently persistent. In other words, if you ask somebody, you continue. I ask them until they say either no or not. Now, I recommend you don't want to have them to the point where they say, oh, God, here comes Mario at the social function. Here comes Mario at the family thing. Let's run away. Then you're annoying. You don't want to do that. The last one, and you want to make a million friends. The number million, what I'm trying to say is you ask everybody. You ask people. You don't hesitate. You don't make the assumption that the person's not open to you. You just ask them. You know, I don't believe that everybody, well, I believe everybody wants to be healthy. I don't believe everybody is interested in taking the steps to be healthy. So the old trick, where it's like in the mortgage industry, I used to train loan officers. Everybody needs a loan to buy a house, but that doesn't mean everybody wants a loan or wants a loan with us. So in closing, I like to do three things. One, if you had anything, a takeaway, I like feedback. So if you could do me a favor, comment below, leave your feedbacks, your takeaway. One takeaway out of the 5 tips I gave you. Number 2, you can come and subscribe to my newsletter at mariofinkbinder.com. Number 3, I invite you tomorrow night. I have a talk. I'm co-host with me, J-Man Jackson, and Len Mooney. And I'd like to invite you to Toxic Talk, our talk show. And that, if you're interested in that, just shoot me a PM and I'll get you the registration link. To a healthy and wealthy lifestyle, talk to you soon.